Okay, Rabbi Sai, Perek Dalet in the middle, Velochein, right? That's where we left off? Valdik. So until now we've been discussing the inyan of the clothes of our neshama by being oisik in Torah and doing the mitzvahs. I clothe my neshama with various clothings, which is very important to understand because we mentioned last time as well that these clothings are in fact more chashuv than the neshama, because the neshama is only what it can be. Whereas these clothings are mamish achelik, they're mamish Hashem itself, because that's being clothed with the Torah, which is kula echad with Hashem. V'lachein, therefore, nimshala haTorah l'mayim. We know, more in Tanya Tav Zayin, that Torah is compared to water. Why? The Rambam also says this in Talmud Torah, Ma mayim yodim mimokem gavoyam lemokem namuch. Just like water trickles down from a high place to a lower place, she would say never chachmasa yisbar. V'raisa v'kudsha bricha kul echad v'les machshava tvisa beiklal. Just like Torah is from the highest place in the world, because again, it's from the Ratzon and Chachma, from the Rabbeinu Shalom, v'raisa v'kudsha bricha kul echad, which means it's one with Hashem. V'les machshava tvisa beiklal. We don't understand what that means. Umisham, and from that very high place, Nosov Yoda, Beseisa Hamadregos Mimadrega Lamadrega, Bishtalshalus Oilomas, and it gets, so to speak, diluted as it goes down the world, the more the physical world, Ad Shinislabsha, B'dvarim Gashmiim, until the Ratzon Hashem is, so to speak, dressed up in physical objects and worldly concepts. Ad Kedekach, that when you look at a challah, you shouldn't see the challah, you see the Machshavas Hashem. Because it started as a Machshavas Hashem, but it got diluted and diluted and diluted until eventually it reached down into this very physical world and became a table, and became a computer, and became a challah. Right? So again, that's why Torah is compared to mine. Mine goes from top to bottom. So to the Torah started at the top highest Chochmatic level of the Rabbeinu Shalom and comes all the way down to our small, minute, little, small understanding level. It's all included in that. As we explained as well, not only is it the Chachmas Hashem, but also even the letters that are on Tanakh, Torah, Nevi'im, V'Ksuvim, just those letters itself have so much meaning. That means like this. What he's telling you is when you touch a piece of Torah, you're touching the shoyrish, you're touching the source of that Torah, okay? Because it's all one. So when I touch one halacha, one Shulchan Aruch, one Mishnah, one Gemara, one Chum, whatever it is that I'm learning, I'm touching the source of Torah, the shoyrish. Now that we know that Torah mitzvahs, right, is the clothing of all of the 10 koichas, the powers of your neshama, v'chol tarei gebereha mirosh ragleh harei kula tzura b'tzura chaim es Hashem mamash. That means they're all dressed in this clothing, causing his neshama to be completely bound with the Rabbeinu Shalom. V'or Hashem mamash. Right? If you made a cheshbon, this is the third time we've mentioned it, fourth time in the Sefer. Makifa u'malbisha mirosh v'ad ragla. The light, the illumination of Hashem, but mamish. Again, we said all the way when we learned the beginning of the second parak, when the Tanya says the word mamish, he means it's telling you it's emes, it's really there. So the Or Hashem mamish, makifa u'malbisha mirosh v'ad. So the Or Hashem is completely surrounding us. It's being malbish, it's clothing us from the top to the bottom. K'moshe, like it says in Shmuel Beis, Tsuri echsabai. Right, here's my role. I take refuge. Ksiv katzina rotzen te'atenu shu ritzoyna v'chachmasei sparacham leboshim b'toyrosei u'mitzvosei. V'lechein omru. And this is a gavaldige chazal that many of us have struggled to really understand what it means. But Tanya is going to give us a gavaldige hezbollah. Yofa sha'achas b'tshuva ma'asim tovim ba'olam hazeh mikol chayelim haba. The Mishnah Pirkei Avos says that it's great at one moment, sha'achas, a moment, an hour, whatever we want to learn it, in this world, in this physical world of Asiya, than all of Chaya Olam Haba. And it's a kasha. Why? Aren't I closer to Hashem when I'm over there? Aren't I closer to Hashem in Olam Haba? Why would it be that here is better? So the Pashup Pshat that most people say is because it's at Olam Asiyah. Here I can accomplish. Here I could do mitzvahs. There it's too late. There I just get the reward. But it goes much deeper. The Heilige Tanya, listen to this voice. It's mamish gewaldige Zach. Ki Olam Haba hu shenenim miziv Hashchina. Okay, this we know. Chazal tell us, the Gemara Brachos Daf Yud Zayin Aleph says that in the next world, the person is nena, he gets hana, he gets benefit, miziv hashchina. Okay, ziv hashchina is just like a glimmer of light. Okay, shutainug asaga. It's the tainig, it's the enjoyment of the seichel, of understanding. Right? There's no physical pleasure up there. It's not a physicality. It's not a world of physicality. It's understanding. It's some kind of hana that we don't really fully comprehend. Right? V'i efsha l'shum nivra afilu melyonim. And a glimmer of the light is the maximum that even the greatest neshama can have up there. A glimmer of the light, just that little bit of a glimmer of a light. That's all the greatest neshama can get. That's why it's called ziv hashchina, the radiance of the shchina. It's not the shchina itself. It's the ziv hashchina. It's the radiance from the shchina. That's the most that even high madriga neshama can get. Avol Hakadosh Baruch Hu b'chvoid ba'atzmai les machshava tfisa beiklal. Lemaisa, even in Olam Haba, you can't chap the tfisa. You can't chap the Rabbeinu Shalom. It doesn't work, even up there. Ki im kashet tfisa or mislabeshes b'Torah or mitzvah, unless you are clothed in Torah and mitzvahs, azayhi tfisa behen. So when you learn Torah, when you do mitzvahs, all of a sudden we can have a real connection with the Rabbeinu Shalom. Umislabeshes ba'Kodesh Baruch Hu mamish. Number 5. And your clothing with Hashem. That means what the Heilige Baal Tanya is telling us, unbelievable. This Chazal, this Mishnah in Pirkei Avos that says, why? Because you could be closer to Hashem in this world than you can in Olam Haba. Because in Olam Haba, you get a ziv hashchina, a radiance, a little shine of the light. Over here, you can mamish be connected, shaykhs to Hashem, to the Rabbeinu Shalom, through Torah and through mitzvahs. Va'af, you'll tell me, as we finish the perek, va'af sha'Torah nislabsha, but dvarim tachtoinim gashmim. Yeah, but there's so much gashmis going on. Even the Torah, like you could even say, like we're learning Masechta Sukkah, right? So what? So I'm getting up to to measure my Sukkah to see is it 20 amas, is it not 20 amas? Now the decorations, Daf Yud, when it goes a bit lower, like it's very gashmistic Zachen. Like seriously, we're keshet Hashem in such gashmistic Zachen. Listen to what he says. Beautiful mashal. It's like hugging the king. Imagine you find a king and you give him a hug. You find the king, find the president of America, and you give him a hug, right? She'ein hefesh b'mailes hiskarvusai udveikusai b'melech bein mechabkoi kishu lovish echad bein shu lovish kama levushim. If I hug the king, does it make a difference if he's wearing one shirt or he happens to be cold and he's wearing 10 shirts? No, I still hug the king, right? Certainly he was wearing more shirts, but I still hug the king. Because the king is inside it. That's what's going on. So what he's saying over here is when a person embraces Torah, when a person learns Torah, when he does the mitzvahs, he's kaviyachol hugging the Melech Malchei Hamlachim. It's around him. It's levushim that are surrounding his neshama. He's greater over here than he could be in Olam Haba. That's what's going on when a person is learning Torah, when a person is doing the mitzvahs. Mitzvah Shem, tomorrow, B'siyat Shmaya, Perek K continues a bit with this theme.